Today we welcome you in program Socially International. Today we have one of the ACJ students, Richa Mishra, and we are here to discuss some of the key issues in regards to India and Myanmar relation and with the interplay of China. Thank you very much for coming here, Richa. Richa, we'll start with India's tactic. India changed its position in relation to in relation to Myanmar's natural resources, because till now, 2010, India was quite ambivalent, having its relations with Myanmar. So then, since 2010, we have seen change in relation to geostrategic relationship with Myanmar. So why have you seen this change? What was the reason behind it?
As per me, what my knowledge of history was, it was initially the history of Myanmar started with the military junta. It was only with Aung San Suu Kyi that democracy started to see its rise in Myanmar. But her democratic elections really spoiled. I mean, she was under house arrest after her elections, and it again went back to military coup. What really goes on to say about the foreign policy of India at that point of time for me, and my understanding was, is that it was not, the military coup was not one of the reasons why, military coup was one of the reasons why India was not very keen with the Myanmar relations. After Aung San Suu Kyi coming to power again, and democracy seeing some place in Myanmar, what I feel is the democratic or diplomatic relations changing between the two countries. And most of it, globalization and the whole cry about democracy being the rule to have a good foreign policy becomes the reason for me why India shifts to Myanmar after Aung San Suu Kyi comes to power.
Okay, some Myanmarese politicians or some leaders in Myanmar, they see India as a countervailing force to Chinese influence. So we'd like to comment on Chinese influence in Myanmar, India's role, because in this case there will be competition and Myanmar would gain from this competition.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's the geopolitics of the entire nation. It is very interesting to note how Myanmar becomes a center. Myanmar itself being natural resources being very rich in the country. It becomes really interesting after Aung San Suu Kyi, democracy coming into play, China's influence in Myanmar itself, India's influence, India going towards Myanmar, stating its own geopolitics very clear, because China seems to have an interest in Myanmar. All this is a very interesting political scenario. It is nobody except Myanmar is going to gain from it, because both Asia's big nations are wanting to have their market in Myanmar. And what I feel is to see how it turns out for both India, Myanmar, and including China.
Thank you for being part of this show, Richa Mishra. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.